Welcome back to Meticulous Mechanic. I've been waiting about 2 months to get my new rear shock in. I've got everything pretty much wrapped up here as far as the valve adjust goes and the radiator. Today's video I'm going to be getting the suspension reinstalled. So over here I've had everything taken apart. I do have a video where I show how to re-grease the steering head bearing. I did a lot of research on replacing the rear shock. Decided to go with this Penske 8900 single clicker, and I have it with a 650-pound spring. From what I read, the rear shock is sprung for somebody that weighs about 180 pounds. So I'm going to be putting the new shock on. I weigh about 240 pounds. Theoretically, if I quit eating so much, I could get down to 210, but I've been at 240 for like the last 20 years. And then I added 30 pounds for gear and 30 pounds for, like, say, a top box, and that's how I came up with a 650-pound spring. I also resprung the front forks for my weight. I was going to do all the work by myself, but instead what I did is I shipped it off to Stoltec Moto and had them tune it up for me. I had some high-quality green seals installed. I was going to go ahead and do all this work myself and do a video, but if you go over to Two Wheel Obsession on YouTube, he has a whole hour and 15-minute video on how to revalve the front fork yourself. I had Stoltec send my old parts back. I replaced my old seals with those green ones. Here's the outer dust wiper and the inner oil seal. Not sure what these are because I didn't take it apart. That's part of the reason I hired an expert to do this. I agonized for the longest time whether I was going to do the work myself, and then I realized, well, I could spend 8 hours figuring it out and rent the tools for $50 or buy the tools for $300. I was able to finish up those videos on the valve readjust while this was getting done. I had actually sent it out to Pennsylvania from Bellingham. The shipping did cost $60 each way plus $20 for insurance. So here's the old springs, and they do compress fairly easily. This kit you can buy for $215. You'll get new valves and a new needle. So you can send your damper in first, and if you want him to install it, it's around $315. If you do the work yourself, it's $215. So I figured for $100, I'd let somebody else deal with all this that does it all the time. And I paid him for 2.5 hours at $100 an hour to go ahead and replace the springs and press in the seals and everything. Out with the old and in with the new.